just a couple sheets of paper. My paper is just a light blue, and then you'll also need a top of a like little jewelry box that you can get from stores for the base. You'll also need an old nail file cube, and mine is pretty ripped, so I'm just going to be using that one. And then lastly, you'll also need a towel paper roll, and this is just going to be the base of the whole bracelet holder. So this is very essential. Or not, you can just use 2 toilet paper rolls. That works too, and you can stick them together, or if you just like one separate. You'll also need a hot glue gun if you have one. This is just for like a better secure glue. And then some decorations. I'm just using little nail decorations from Forever 21, so I have some pearls over there ready to decorate. The first step you want to begin by doing is just by preheating your hot glue gun. Step to do is just get your towel paper roll and set it on top of your baby blue paper, and you want to add a nice streak of hot glue on top. And I didn't like show this, but you do not want to add it onto the whole paper roll. As you can see, I just kind of scooted down my roll, so you don't want to add hot glue there, so you want to leave it like a couple inches off. And you just want to roll it up nice and tightly so that there's like no air bubbles, and you want to make sure it's really tight, but you're not also like denting or creasing your roll.
Maybe next year I'll have no time to think about the questions.
As you reach the end of the paper, you just want to add in another streak of glue, and then you just want to secure that very nicely and tightly so that there are no air bubbles.
Wouldn't test you, I'm not the best you could have attained. Why try anything? I will get there. Just remember, I know that I can tell just what you want. You don't want to be alone.
Using another sheet of your paper, you just want to put the paper roll like a couple of inches below the half of the line of the paper, and then you just want to set it down there and add in glue until like the paper reaches the line, and then you want to roll it up. I understand that there's going to be like a huge chunk of paper that's not like covered by the towel paper roll, but that's supposed to happen, so you want to do this step to both sides. Once your whole roll of paper is covered up, all you want to do is just feel around 2 to 3 inches and cut those off from both ends. As you can see, I'm cutting it off. And then after you've cut it off, the next thing you want to do is just you want to tuck in the ends by grabbing all the extra paper and then just tuck it inside. So you only want to leave about an inch or so left, like glued onto the toilet paper that is just like sticking out. And then you just want to tuck it in. And it doesn't really matter how you do it, you can just like push it all in. It'll eventually just kind of crease into the roll and it'll fix up on its own. And you want to do this to both sides, and you should get a more slick and cleaner look.
I'm in that passenger seat, riding high in the air, and we're driving fast till we run out of gas. Let's go round and round and away we go, round and round and away we go, 4x4 and away we go, high now low and away we go, round and round and away we go, and away we go, and away we go, 4x4 and away we go, high now low and away we go. I'm a female rebel, can't you see? Riding around your backyard, who could it be? Pulling on the steering wheel, right from the seat, pumping his brakes to the sound of the beat, pumping his brakes to the sound of the beat. He don't understand what it's doing to me. Deep down inside like a pit bull in heat, someone's coming so we hit both. I'm in that passenger seat, flying high in the air, and we're driving fast till we plumb out of gas. Let's go round and away we go, round and away we go, 4x4 and away we go, high now low and away we go, round and away we go.
Next, using your nail file that you're using or whatever stick you use, you just want to grab the extra scraps that you have from your towel paper roll, and then you just want to glue one side of your nail file, and then you just want to cover it up so that you can no longer tell that it's a nail file, and you want to cover it up in the color paper that you choose.
Calls the law, who starts the yell, he hits the gas, so I grab the rail.
Sure you won't ride with me? If you're scared, don't lie to me.
I'm a crazy from the Midwest, with a Mississippi flow and the arch rest. 4x4 up the arch steps, and doing donuts underneath the arch. I need a chick on time, don't mind being early. I ride or I die, down at 6:30. A straight up chick like 12 o'clock. I don't know where yet, that's what she tell the cops. Take a stand for it, raise a hand for it. I'll solemnly swear he was with me all day. To the judge.
You can see I'm just adding some hot glue and then putting all the ends that are left over that weren't covered by the cube and just pinning it down so that way none of the little pieces stick out when I glue it all together. So this is something I definitely recommend doing, and then you can also add another piece of blue paper on top so that you can see absolutely no black or any pieces of glue.
Round and round, and away we go, and away we go.
Next thing you want to do is just kind of center your cube where you want it to be and how you want your towel paper to be located, and then after that you can just begin by hot gluing it together and just kind of letting it sit there for a little bit so that way it won't fall off. So you just want to press it down after you're done hot gluing it.
Blacked out, everything's faded on your love. I'm already wasted, so close that I can taste it now. So let's break right out of this gilded.
Next thing you want to do is just get your stand or whatever you're going to use as a base, and you just want to hot glue that down as well, and you want to make sure that everything is secure very nicely so that way nothing will fall out.
Nobody else needs to know where we might go. We could just run them red lights. We could just run them red lights. There ain't no reason to stay. We'd be like years away. We could just run them red lights. We could just run.
After that is basically all you have to do. Now it's time to decorate. You can use pearls, studs, or diamonds, and these are all things you can use for nails, but I'm just going to use them for my jewelry bracelet holder, and I'm just going to be putting them on to cover up some of the little hot glue smudges, and these are all purchased from Forever 21 if you're wondering. To start off, as you can see, there's a little glue smudge right there in between the cylinder and the cube itself. So I'm just going to be using some kind of triangle studs, and I'm just going to be gluing those on in a little pattern sew. Add on the studs. It really helps if you just use some tweezers. I know I kind of messed up there, but tweezers definitely help because that way you have a little bit more of the delicacy, because it does takes a little bit more of like patience and delicacy to kind of add on the studs. So I would definitely use some tweezers, and these are the final results if you do end up using studs. Then the next thing you want to do is I'm just going to be adding some pearls on the glue smudges below, and I did add like a little slick of hot glue there so that they would secure. They're not just magically sticking. No, they're not little glue stick-on, so you do have to add some glue when you add in your studs or your pearls or whatever little decoration you choose. And so this is basically the final results of decorating my bracelet holder. Then the last step you need to do is just adding your bracelets. As you can see, I'm just adding in my bracelets from Forever 21 and Carson's. And these were basically all mostly purchased from Forever 21, just saying. And then the ones on the very, very end are purchased from Carson's, if you were wondering. That basically concludes this video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and I hope you guys try this at home. I would definitely like to see it on Instagram, Twitter. I'll have all that stuff linked down below if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching. Bye!